How do you get a Nobel Prize? Rule number one, there is no rule. Do collaborate, but never collaborate with more than two. You know why? The prize can be given to a maximum number of 3 people.
Nobel Prize laureate Erwin Neher was recently awarded a special prize in Beijing when he received the Chinese Government Friendship Award. This is China's highest award for foreign experts who have made outstanding contributions to China's modernization drive. Professor Neher is the first person based in either the Hong Kong or Macau Special Administrative Regions to receive the award. His friendship with China started in the 1990s when he visited China on an academic exchange. In 2016, the friendship became concrete when he decided to accept an offer from the Macau University of Science and Technology. Macau, a city filled with tourists everywhere, regards tourism and the gaming sector as its pillar industries. But how about science research?
我大概係11年過嚟，1年過嚟嘅時候，其實講緊話做科研咧，澳門係冇乜科研嘅，包括澳科大講緊嘅研究成果係單位數。
Many people may wonder what makes Macau so attractive to a scientist like Professor Neher. In 2016, MUST planned to establish a new laboratory under Macau's first state key laboratory, namely the State Key Laboratory of Quality Research in Chinese Medicine, and invited Professor Neher to be the director of the lab.
I did get offers, of course. The offer here was particularly attractive because mission here is to learn about ingredients from traditional Chinese medicine. I was always interested in traditional Chinese medicine, and I saw a potential to use the techniques which I had developed early on to study the components that you can isolate from the traditional Chinese medicine formulations.
In 1976, Erwin Neher teamed up with scientist Bert Sekman, using a tiny yet simple electrode termed a patch clamp electrode, and proved the existence of ion channels, the foundation for nerve impulses and other electrical signals in the brain and implicated in all sensory processes.
Proper functioning of the ion channels is important, and understanding it allows one to develop new medicines. It is time to look into the formulations of Chinese medicine, whether there are compounds, highly likely that there are compounds, which influence the signals.
我哋嘅 target 好簡單，就係中醫藥。中醫藥裏邊嘅小分子對應落去個離子通道，如果影響緊佢變化嘅時候，即係話佢有某程度上呢隻藥咧可以作為一個有潛力嘅藥物去治療嗰個疾病。我講一個實際例子，譬如話侯盼盼老師佢做嗰個心律不正，咁心律不正原來係同某一個鉀離子通道有關嘅。哦，原來我可以透過一啲嘅中藥嘅藥物小分子去干擾到佢嗰個靶向嘅時候，咁就可能喺嗰個藥物治療上達到一定效果。
Led by Professor Neher, the lab made a breakthrough in research on clinical studies, ion channels, cranial nerve, cancer, inflammatory diseases, etc. In 2020, the lab received funding from the Funding Scheme for Laboratories and Research and Development Centers, ushering in a new stage of development. In the following 2 years, it published 37 papers, a monograph, obtained 3 invention patents, and achieved 1 commercialization of scientific and research findings, promoting the industrialization and application of Macau's scientific and technological achievements in TCM.
第一次我哋一齊開會，當時係我啦、Neher教授啦、佢太太啦同埋幾位嘅校長喺度。咁Neher教授咧好得意喎，佢突然間拎起份文章，咁因為佢在場嘅時候，佢係其他人喺度講緊嘢，佢就私底下就問我：呢個點樣？佢係一個佢唔會左右你 science 即係你嘅諗法嘅人嚟嘅，佢反而係循住你嗰個研究方向 佢可以俾一啲提示你。即係其實我哋做科研你都知，就係好視乎你自己個諗法。咁佢係一個好彈性、好 flexible， 同埋佢係一個好 inspiration 嘅人嚟嘅。
In fact, the preference of scientists like Erwin Neher for Macau is not accidental, but the result of Macau's spontaneous burst out driven by deep accumulation. In the 1990s, the science and technology industry of Macau lacked supporting policies, development plans, as well as an allocation of resources. After Macau's return to the motherland in 1999, the ACAR government began to attach importance to the science and technology industry. In July 2000, the ACAR government passed a bill on science and technology development, and then established a Science and Technology Committee to coordinate related affairs in Macau. In June 2004, the Macau Science and Technology Development Fund was set up. This fund later provided financial support to the lab. From 2011 to 2018, Macau established 4 national key laboratories. According to the World Bank, Macau's research and development expenditure has increased dramatically since 2014, growing nearly 5-fold in the past decade. In recent years, investment in science and technology industry of the Guangdong, Hong Kong, Macau Greater Bay Area has continued to increase, providing a solid foundation for the integrated development of an industrial and innovation chain in the Greater Bay Area. A report on the reform and innovation of the Greater Bay Area released in 2024 shows that the GBA's research and development funding in 2023 exceeded 460 billion yuan, accounting for 3.4% of regional GDP. This proportion exceeds that of Germany and Japan and is the same as that of the United States.
There is this push by governments and society towards applied research. But innovation is best being done when it is based on new knowledge, a new understanding of certain processes. And so you do need a good balance between basic research, which creates new knowledge, and applied research, which uses new knowledge. The Macau government did not say we want to support here this specific the action of this specific herb or something like this. They expect to support the general mission here. If the Chinese government would take up such a plan, would on the long run probably be of great help for advancing science in China on the top level.
In 2016, out of curiosity about traditional Chinese medicine, Erwin Neher picked Macau, which was once called a research desert. In the past 8 years, he has shared the hardship of breaking new ground in this city and the joy of reaping the rewards. In the afternoon, amid the rumbling of the machines in the lab, the interview drew to an end. Professor Neher showed us the certificate he brought back from Beijing.
Of course, it's a great honor, but I think it is also important to point out friendship, to spread the news among the population that there is friendship. We are living at a time when there are increased tensions everywhere, violence in the world, and to have, on the other hand, friendship, I think, is very important to shift the balance towards mutual understanding and living together.